Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about a bit of a touchy subject. And what it is my 5 reasons I hate huge adventure bikes. And I'm not here to bash on the bikes themselves. They're pretty impressive machines. But what we want to discuss here is things like weight and suspension and just the sheer size of these things. And I think if you stick around, you'll kind of follow suit with what I believe. So stick around and I'll see if I can convince you. Okay guys, up first, let's talk about the literal elephant in the room, and that's weight. It's very common to see these bikes in the 500 and 600 pound range, and when you're out doing real trails, in real off-road situations, I'm sorry, but that's just not acceptable. That's so heavy and so massive. Any kind of little flinch or off-kilter or rock garden or anything like that is just going to be hell to deal with. My bike that I ride, the DR650, is a touch over 400 pounds, and that already is, in my opinion, almost too much weight. Unless you're just an absolute balance master, you're going to be using your feet to keep your balance, and your legs, after the course of about an hour or two off-road, are going to be absolute jello. So that's pretty much my number one, is the weight. And it's just way too much. Reason number 2 is, you guessed it, size. These bikes are absolutely enormous in most cases. Some of them, to me, feel like they're 3 or 4 feet wide, even though I know they're not that big. There's a couple that are close though. And the problem is you're going through trails and you're trying to fish yourself through rocks or through canyons. And unless you're just riding to Starbucks, these things are just way, way too big for that. So reason number 2 is size, and they are just too darn big. Reason number 3 is no surprise, and that's cost. These bikes are routinely going for over $20,000 now, and in my opinion, for a motorcycle, that's just crazy. Something especially that you're going to be throwing down in the dirt all the time. It's pretty up there and pretty radical in the cost department. And to me, that's just way too much money for something that I'm going to treat like that. Reason number 4 is kind of a joke, and that's storage. It's pretty hard for me to complain about these big bikes' storage capacity. They can carry anything and everything but the kitchen sink pretty much. And I'm not gonna lie, I do resent them for that a bit, because I can't carry a whole heck of a lot on my bike. A camping trip is about all I can do, and that's pretty much maxed out. So for them, I'll give them that a win, but I still kind of hate it for it. Okay, that brings us to reason number 5. The obsession with horsepower. One thing I see a lot with these big ADV bikes, and granted they're big and they're heavy so they need more power, but these things are in the 120, 130 horsepower range sometimes. And honestly, in the dirt, there's just no need for that kind of power level. It's just it's just silly. You know, all they have is tons and tons of ride modes that you can turn it off so you can turn the power down. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. So, yes, they're great on the highway. That's fine. But really, my 650DR, my bike will do over the speed limit all day long. No problem. It's quite comfortable on the highway. 5-speed even. So I think with the obsession with horsepower, I think it's just a numbers war. I think truly that you don't need that kind of power, and people obsess over it. I'm a horsepower guy, I get it, but it's just silly, and these things are just monsters, and I really think it's just overkill. But anyway, guys, thanks for sticking with me on this. It's just my opinion. You know, I have no real say in any of this stuff, but I just thought you'd like to see a little bit of a comparison, and hopefully that was interesting to you all. Please stick around. We got some more stuff coming from down south at the new house in Alabama, so we should be getting some weather that I can ride in here real soon. So stick around and check us out soon. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.